So guys, one day later I will share with you the improvements which happened through this week. So the major and the most important is that we are finally hidden under the roof. Though it's not still finished 100%, but right now I can show you how it looks here underneath. Though the silver color you can see is not actually the roof itself, but it's this kind of isolation which is having thin layers of aluminium on both sides, and in the middle it's like styrofoam. So kind of, let's say, another extra protection against the moisture, water and so on. And also I will explain you how the procedure of roof installing went and how we were managing it. Though another improvement, huge improvement, the easier access here on the retaining wall. Kind of. Here is nice white roof. Here the sides, here this kind of sides are finished. This is the gutter, so the water is flowing this way and then going right here, but this is still not finished. As you can see, it has to be attached to the roof, but the gray sides and the gray panels were actually made here. Workers were bending it and then connected it with these aluminium rivets. Though I was very disappointed how the handling with materials is here. The materials arrived here on the truck, as you could see, then it was transferred here, but already just the process of transportation, these panels suffered a lot of scratches. But what I found out, that's how it's done here in the Philippines. Once you are buying roof materials, you are also provided a free paint with the exact same color of your roof and panels. So once everything is finished, everything is connected, everything is sealed, after testing of any water leakage, it's just painted again. So it will be looking nice. It will also hide those silver rivets right here, so it will be looking nicely. And for the roof sheets, we've used this kind of self-drill screws, which has a drill here at the bottom, and here is rubber seal placed on the higher this higher step. Though of course it's not finished yet, there will be screws all around the roof, and then it will be sealed again with the sealant. So I'm not sure if you can see it from here. I will try to zoom it later during editing, but right there on this roof you can see the white dots. It looks like the roof is suffering chicken pox, but actually this job was actually not really done properly. The roof is leaking inside, outside, the walls are wet, the ground around is wet, even inside of the rooms. Gwen was speaking with the owners, with the girls, mentioning that the workers who were doing that job really messed up literally everything, scammed everything. They did not buy the thick roof metal sheets, but they bought the thin, and the difference between the price they just put to their pocket. So I feel like very sad for the girls. They have to suffer right now with the house which doesn't really work, but they already made an agreement, some kind of agreement with our construction manager. Once we are finished here, they want to repair and improve their house as well, including the front side next to the road. Just like we have our retaining wall there in the front next to the road, girls have just a fence, and behind the fence there are thrown stones. Hey, Musta. Hira. Girls have it done this way. There was a metal pillars, I'm not sure if concreted into the ground or just buried, then stones thrown on the metal fence, and slowly we can see it's starting collapsing, though all the water is actually flowing into this wall. Here we can see the pipe from the gutters, from the water going down from the roof. Calgareta? Ah? Correct English? Correct Bisaya?
Yes.
Yeah? Good. Calgareta is goat in Bisaya. And for us we have it kind of this way, though through the engineers who, or I believe they are engineers, who commented on under our videos that this wall and also the wall there at the back will collapse in less than a year. Well, I'm not an engineer. I was studying biology, chemistry, physiology of plants and animals, so that's really not my course of study, but I believe, Gwen believe, so it can last, hopefully. And the funny thing, before, when me and Gwen were struggling and thinking what we will do with all of the stones, so we've decided to build this wall. So we finally got rid of the stones, but the stones are not enough, so we had to order a little bit more, which was like very cheap. It's stones from the river. When people are, let's say, getting sand from the river for construction and then selling it, so they will gather all the stones they want to get rid of. And also we have no sand for construction, which was supposed to be delivered as well today, but no truck arrived for now. It's currently lunchtime, 12, so that's why it's so much quiet here, and that's the only time I can actually record some video, because today me with guys were very lucky, because in the morning there was passing a guy on the motorbike with a huge speaker, like huge, like he came here if we want to buy. Then he approached me, of course, first like, hey guy, it's a very good price, don't you want to buy it? I said, no thank you, I don't want to buy it. But then workers, brothers were speaking here. I did not understand. They made some kind of agreement that the guy with the speaker will leave it here, so we can be listening music, so at least it's not really that quiet on the construction. And what's happening today actually, guys, two of them are managing the roof, two of them are managing the walls, and then it's me, lonely unit, managing the soil transfer and leveling here in the front. Though I've built myself this kind of shades because working under the sun here, crazy. Like right now I took off my t-shirt, but today I'm wearing t-shirt with the long sleeves to prevent any burns on the skin. But oh my god, it's still gonna be a lot of soil, tons of soil transferred with these hands. But we are lucky actually that the only distance we have to transfer it is from here down there. So that's also a big advantage, that it's going downhill. So once I'm loading the cart, the full cart, I'm going down, and the empty cart I'm going up, so it's much easier. Also, couple days ago, right here, we were here working in the afternoon, almost around 5 p.m. and a couple of people arrived here and they went to check this land which is for sale. The area is 300 square meters and and the price for that is 3,300 or 3,400 per square meter. Though after or before we were buying this land with Gwen, we were checking in the service of this area and contacting the owners of each land, what are the prices, everything, and we paid for our land 2,300, something like that, and that land 3,400. There is another land here, and above us over 3,000 pesos per square meter. And so we've received in the comments as well saying that we bought very expensive land. Well, considering this place right here where we are standing, it's one of those cheapest lands, and most of them are having the same problem. They are on the hill, situated on the hill, on the slope, so there is two ways how to do it, just like us when we leveled it, or you can build on the slope. So those are prices for the land here in the center of Cebu Island. That's how it is here. Me and Gwen actually ended up with a pretty good deal in the end, so we cannot complain about anything. But finally, that's literally the perfect thing, that we are finally under the shadow. Like when I remember the moment, the first day, the day number one of the whole construction, when I arrived down there with brothers and we started the first work for the retaining wall here in the front, how it looked like. Well, it looked like exactly like this, and right now we moved into this phase. A huge advantage for what I'm really happy, that boys don't have to, not boys, guys or workers, they are boys. For me they are boys. I am a boy as well. Don't have to work anymore under the sun, so it's much more better conditions for construction work. Walls are slowly growing. So that's it. That's how it is. Very nice. I'm actually happy about those stairs we've decided to make. At first it was my idea, actually. Gwen was kinda against, but I persuaded her that if we are in the future having that water tank there on the wall and anything will happen or we will be required to be checking the water tank, everything, why not to make the access there easier. And one more thing, what we've also got opinions and advices in the comments. What we did wrong was using those metal steel pillars for the foundation. Like this one, this is not like a steel, pure steel, it's like a galvanized steel. And we were told it will not last and it will collapse. So we were taught with Gwen that this is kind of a common practice in the Philippines here and it works. And our manager told us the exact addresses of the houses which are built like this, and where we can see actually when we can still see the pillars because they are not covered with the cement, so we can go there, check there. They know the owners, so we can check how it looks like after 30 years. And nothing wrong with that. It was dry, in the dry concrete, dry soil. You can beat me down there in the comment section, but seems like it works here in the Philippines. I'm not an engineer again, or architect or things like that. But I'm happy about it. I'm happy. It's perfect. The progress is done, everyone is satisfied. Of course, troubles are still ongoing, but better than just sitting and doing nothing and just going to work, of course. Right now, and yeah, I'm gonna bring you right now. Workers went down on the lunch. They are always having lunch down provided in the village, and I'm gonna take you right now on my lunch break. So stay with me. I just have to transfer a little bit on the different place, but once I'm there, I'm coming back to you. And here I am. It's been couple minutes later, but the weather changed a lot and looks like it's really gonna rain. But here I'm gonna enjoy my lunch break in the mountains where the temperature is just perfect. Like it feels like way back in Europe, here in the mountains. Like though it became kind of cloudy, if it's not cloudy and the visibility is better, we can perfectly see the Bohol Island on the other side of the sea. And also I'm not alone here, because couple seconds before I was about to go up here to the mountains, Gwen messaged me she just arrived down to the village and to wait for her. So we are both gonna enjoy our lunch break. Unfortunately, I was not ready to bring more, because I did not expect Gwen will be here, but
it's called cheese bread.
We will share.
Cheese bread. What about your liquid drink, liquid bread?
I can buy?
Have it. Up to you.
Here is the perfect view on the port, one of the ports of Cebu. Like, it's not really that nice visible on the camera than with your own perspective, but the weather is perfect, temperature is perfect. And this place actually is not our first time here. It's kinda became, I kinda like coming back here almost every day because it's just like 5 minutes away from our place, our construction. And for me it's much better to have a lunch break here than down there in the village where it's absolutely hot,
Yeah.
unbreathable,
Yeah.
thick air.
And also this bread, it says it's cheese bread, but I haven't seen any cheese. There's nothing. It's just the bread.
So we are gonna enjoy our lunch break and going back to work.
It would be perfect. We have a pizza here, European pizza.
European pizza.
I miss the pizza in Europe.
Once the house is finished, I will make you homemade. But here, where we are sitting with Gwen, we are actually gonna end this video. We hope that you enjoyed visiting the views of the Philippines with us. Thank you guys for watching and see you again next time. Busy.